Hey everyone, happy Tuesday to you. Thanks for watching me this bright Tuesday morning. And if you can't catch the live Facebook, it will be on replay, and later today I'll also put it on my YouTube channel. Speaking of my YouTube channel, I have to thank all of you for your awesome support. Last week I made a plea for you to, if you felt like it, to go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Hello, Linda. Thanks for joining me, because I am just a few subscribers away from getting to name my own channel. And so thanks to all of you who did that. I am still 3 subscribers away, but I am going to get there. So I really do appreciate your support. Couple of things I'm going to do today, share some cards using some of Stampin' Up's designer series paper. And I just thought of something. Oftentimes we as demonstrators call it DSP, and people wonder, well, I wonder what DSP is. Well, that's short for designer series paper. Thanks, Linda, for both sharing and subscribing. I'm excited. I keep watching my subscribers every day to see when I can go in and name my channel, so I do appreciate everyone who did that. Also, it was a fun night last night. Bunko group, it was a costume contest, and I dressed up like a flamingo, and I did get a prize for the cutest costume. So I thought maybe closer to Halloween I'll actually wear it and show you part of my costume. It is kind of hard maybe to create with it because I had feathers flying everywhere. I'm thinking I should stick to card making instead of costume making. But after I show you the cards using the designer series paper, I will show you about 10 cards samples that from a recent team swap, and there are lots of fun fall cards, and a couple Halloween and a Christmas card as well. Yes, thanks. It was really fun. If you're on my business page, just the post last night, I posted a picture of the costume. And if you go down into the comments, you'll even see the leggings. Those were classic. So they were really fun. Good morning, Sue. Hope all is well. All right, let's get started. I'm going to switch down to my workspace so you can see the cards that I've been working on. And then show you the swap cards as well. So, the reason that I've been focusing on the designer series paper is because 15 of Stampin' Up's, good morning, Marty. Thank you. Hey, thanks for joining me for the first time. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a really clean and simple stamper. I always have a lot of cards to make, and I need to make a bunch of them in a hurry. And Stampin' Up's designer series paper helps with that. There are 15 different varieties, 15% off through the end of October. If anyone hasn't seen the list and needs me to email them a flyer, I will do so. But last week I've shared the fun sketch where this is the sketch I shared where you can use different pieces measuring 1.5 by 3 3/4 and showcase that. So today the card is a little bit different. Hello, Adrian, and hey, Sarah. Yeah, I heard Nebraska had some pretty strong winds the other night. Glad I wasn't there to watch it. So this card actually was inspired by Sarah Mueller. She's watching today. She made one for a shoebox swap, and it just lets us see both sides of the designer series paper. Because if you're aware of Stampin' Up's designer series paper, sometimes it's so hard for us to choose, well, should I use that side or should I use that side, and which design should I use? So this quick little design helps showcase both sides. So I made a couple of birthday cards. My husband sends cards to his employees, and he needed a couple quick ones yesterday, so I just changed up the ribbon on that. Thanks so much for those of you who are sharing my video. I appreciate it. It will be available on YouTube later today as well. So there's another with just different ribbon. So then I went into the and sorry, I should have mentioned that this is the playing with patterns, and that's one of the papers that's on sale as well as the Heartwarming Hugs designer series paper. See both sides and just add a quick ribbon and a sentiment and you're good to go. So there's one more. This is the one that I'm going to make today. I just received this designer series paper in the mail over the weekend, the Snowflake Splendor designer series paper. And that is also on the 15% off sale as well. So I'll give you the measurements as I make it, and then stay tuned so I can show you some of the awesome swap cards that my team put together for a team swap. So let's see, I have the coordinating colors was this. I chose the Misty Moonlight. And so the Misty Moonlight is cut at 5 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And then I scored it at 4 1/4. And then our piece of designer series paper is cut at 4 by 5 1/2. When you cut that at 4, it helps you get quite a bit more, lots of pieces out of a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. You'll get 6 of these, and that will give you 6 cards. And then if you use another sheet, you can get 12. So that's why that's cut at 4. And then I do have a piece of Whisper White cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and that will be for the inside of the card. I want to use our little acrylic mat for my, when I use my goodness, must have been a pretty crazy bunko night last night. So I'm scoring. Hi, Nancy. I'm scoring my paper there at where I've scored at 4 1/4. Going to just line up my designer series paper. Well, let's see which end. I love both sides. You know what? Let's just switch up the sides. That's the thing. And then on the inside of the card, you'll be able to see the other one. So I'm going to line that up. And what the little acrylic mat helps so that if I get a little bit of adhesive, it's not going to stick to my grid paper or any other paper. So this is my Stampin' Seal Plus, kind of my go-to. And I put it just, if you can tell, right on the edge. And if that's lined up, I just fold that over. And I've already put the card together just like that. That's how simple and easy that is. And I did have a piece about... this is a really awesome, versatile ribbon. I think it's about 18 inches of that tulle, the dotted tulle. Hi, Deb. Good to see you this morning. And just to kind of, I think the ribbon adds a little bit. What's so fun about Stampin' Up's ribbon is if you can't find a matching ribbon, you can always use a coordinating color of Stampin' Blend and color any variety of our ribbons to match what you need. But I don't, with this one, that white works really well. And then I will use my handy dandy ribbon scissors that I've saved, and haven't found them out in the garage lately. So that's a good thing. Then I just need a little piece of Whisper White scraps to stamp our sentiment. The sentiment is the 'Tis the Season, and it's from the Tag Buffet stamp set. It's kind of generic, but it will. So this kind of card will just allow me to make a whole bunch of cards that I can send out to customers to thank them for orders or friends, family. So I stamped that, hello Sally, and I stamped that in the Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to use the Timeless Label Punch and just kind of center that as best I can, pop it out, and pull my card back in and use some of our, you know, I had all of these things set out before I started, and all of a sudden, well, I guess if you could see my table, you would know why I can't find a single thing. I realized yesterday I needed paper pumpkin thank yous, and I just, man, I've got a mess. So I found my dimensionals. Here they are. I'll put a couple of those on the back and place it on the front of my card. So, I mean, it's really, you can't get much more clean and simple than that, but I really thought it was an awesome way to let you see how easy it is to use Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper in a really fun and original way, so you don't have to choose which side you're going to use. I'm going to put a little bit of the white inside so that I can write a message on that using my Stampin' Seal. I know I use a lot of adhesive because I just, you know, when you mail things from Arizona, you just never know what the weather is going to do to them. Alrighty. So, again, oopsie, kind of crooked, but good thing if I'm gentle, I can move that. So that's one. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you this morning. There's one card. Another using the Heartwarming Hugs, different Designer Series paper, and then the Playing with Patterns. These are all available at the 15% off Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper sale. I will have the measurements and the video on YouTube and my blog later. So I know we all have a hard time with this Designer Series paper. So sometimes, I don't know if Dawn's watching, but sometimes we end up hoarding it and not using it at all. So when we can find ways to use it and showcase all the sides, that's an awesome. And aside from that, it's quick and easy and doesn't require a whole lot of supplies. So stay tuned for that, the measurements later. If you want a list of what's on the sale, put it in the comments and I will get that to you later today. Thanks for sticking with me. I was going to show you now about 10 cards that were made as part of my team swap. So this is Dawn Seelhoff. She made a slimline card for Halloween using the 3D, the Spiderweb's 3D embossing folder, some of that black glimmer paper. I know, isn't that horrible? We all hoard our paper and then we wonder what, but that's a good way to use it up. So there's a Halloween card. She also made a coordinating envelope to go with that. So that's fun. The next card is from Sarah Mueller. And this uses the Hallows Night Magic and Flight of Fancy card. Look how she just used that fun little metallic trim there. Some jewels and some wink of Stella. That's done by Sarah Mueller. And the next is also a Halloween card. We could use any card, any stamp set from the August through December 2020 mini catalog that we chose. So this is by Beth. She lives in Tucson. The stamp set is Have a Hoot. I like how she used the spider web with some vellum. Popped up those letters that are made with black glimmer paper in our spider, the Woodlands embossing folder. So that's really fun. And She's even got a popped up pumpkin on the inside. Hey, Patricia, thanks for joining us this morning. Showing some swap cards from my team. Now this card has a really fun, fold. Hi, Gail. A really fun, fold and a fun technique. This is by Teresa Huffman. So if you undo the ribbon, that fun metallic ribbon, there's a tag punch. Let's see if I retied it just so I could show you how it was tied. Thank you. Yeah, we have a really fun group of stampers from all over the United States. So that's the inside of that card. That is so fun. There's using the tag topper punch and that Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, which is so awesome. As well as, let's see, the Celebration Tidings stamp set. So Teresa lives in Aurora. Hey, Ruth, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Just showing some fun swap cards. So we like to do these to give a little bit of inspiration. It's really interesting to see which stamp sets people choose and what kind of designs they use and products. We could all get the same stamp set and use it in a different way. So this is by Kathy Harper. So the Gathered Leaves dies. Some of that Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper, you know, that's on the 15% off sale as well. Lover bow, a little bit of white heat embossing. Just a really pretty card with a stamped leaf and sentiment on the inside. All right, another fall card. This is Kathy Bloom. She's out of a demonstrator out of Knoxville, Tennessee, using the Gather Together stamp sets with the gathered leaves, the layering circles. These are kind of my go-to too, the layering circle and the stitched circle. Love those. And Kathy likes lots of Wink of Stella, so there's Wink of Stella on there as well. Oh, a little bit of that Plaid Tidings DSP. That's DSP, listen to me, Designer Series paper that's on sale. And again, stamping in some Wink of Stella on the inside of that one. It's always fun to get these in the mail to see what everybody designs. This next card is from Ginger Borneman, another fall card. The Love of Leaves stamp set, the stitched leaves. And look at that fun design element that's in that stitched leaves set. The Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper too. Pretty card. Using mint macaron. Oh, look at that little bit of gold underneath with that, the stitched, again, those stitched shapes and the layering ovals. Pretty card by Ginger Borneman. All righty. So we have another Arizona stamper, Sue Strong. So she's used a fall theme as well. The Gather Together stamp and dies, Autumn Greetings dies. Just look at all that texture with all the leaves, and again that Gilded Autumn Specialty Designers Series paper. Hey Tammy, good morning. Thanks for joining. And inside, and we've got some stamping inside as well. All right, one more fall card. Look at all the leaves on that. And this is by Chris Gill. She's also another Arizona stamper. What's really fun about this card is that she stamped in Versamark on vellum and then heat embossed it. And then did some watercoloring or coloring behind it and added it to the leaves along with the woodland embossing folder. So that's really pretty. Little bit of burlap, that Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, and the square, the square gold frame, and then some stamping and a sentiment on the inside. And then we have a holiday card. This is done by Gina, and I just love how she used that Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack with the jingle bell. It's really fun, and the gold foil paper run through the embossing or the die, the matching die with that. So lots and lots of fun. If you need to see any of the, good morning, Monica. Thanks for joining us. I was just finishing up showing some swap card samples, inspiration this morning. Just all kinds. Let me know if you need any more information on any of these cards, and I can get that to you. Again, thanks to all of you, just to recap, for going to my YouTube channel and subscribing. I am just 3 subscribers away from getting to name my channel. I know that's just exciting to me. So I do appreciate you watching. Thanks for popping in today. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be back next Tuesday morning at 8:30. I haven't decided on a project, but I have an idea that I might showcase one of Stampin' Up's fun kits that's available. But I'll just show you the last of the cards that I made, showcasing the designer series paper. That's some of it that's on Stampin' Up's special through August. August. Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's so warm here. It's going to be 100 degrees. I have no idea what month it is anymore. So there we go. I will have the measurements later. Thanks so much, everyone. We will see you next week. I appreciate you popping in. Bye-bye.